What's going on, guys? We are back here. Polaris is officially farmable now since last night, and I just have some pre-recorded footage from last night, just showing my farming on her shards. And I didn't do too bad. We'll take a look at my spreadsheet here in a bit here, but I was able to in total get about 12 shards for the day, which is pretty good. Pretty good considering we need about 15 per day. So yesterday getting 12 was actually pretty good, and then yesterday, because of it starting on the evening as well, it means most people would have most likely had to use some sort of energy refresh, and luckily for us, we did have the free energy refreshes saved up, so we were lucky in that department. And like I said, I think for this one, I only get 2 shards out of this one. I think on average, I got 2 shards pretty much from every 100 energy, which, yeah, and then I think of the last one, I got a couple extra shards. So that was really nice. And yeah, just giving you guys an update here to kind of see if it's doable or not, because I think for the most part, it will be very dependent on obviously your luck, but also if you have power cores saved up. And now I've kind of dialed back on my spending for the Phyla-Vel event too. I think I've only used, I think, the 50 refreshes, and unfortunately, if you only use the 50 refreshes, you only get you don't get enough to kind of complete the milestones, which is a bit unfortunate. But I've kind of, I don't really need them right now as much as I need the Polaris shards. So unfortunately for me, that's kind of where I've prioritized it. But obviously, it's the Phyla-Vel milestones is still really good. Or not Phyla-Vel, but the Loki milestones is still a really good event, especially because it gives the ISO fragments and the orbs and all that. So, anyways, as you guys can see here, we started at I think for the day we started at 36 out of 80 for Polaris, and then I ended up getting about 48 out of 80, which is just a bit halfway through there. So that was kind of nice. And something else too, if you guys also go to the calendar now, it's actually 10 shards, so we'll have that factored into our spreadsheet now. But yeah, we actually get an extra 5 shards, which is quite surprising. I'm certainly glad they did that. So that's going to be really helpful, I think, for a lot of people, because yeah, like I said before, I think the bottleneck for Adam Warlock is definitely going to be Polaris, because everybody else has been farmable for a bit now, and she just became available basically last night. So anyways, let's quickly jump into the spreadsheets here so you guys can kind of see what I'm looking at here. I'm not going to go through all the recordings for my energy usage for Polaris, because that's just boring, but we'll jump into the spreadsheet here so you guys can see what I'm looking at. Now, as you guys can see, we're currently on the second day, but the first day we actually managed to get 12 shards. And again, we need about 174 to 5-star Polaris. Taking the 10 shards from the calendar into consideration, that means we only need about 164. And now currently, we just with obviously with the free energy we get every day here, I actually managed to pull 6 already. Just earlier today when my energy was full, so that's good. So we still got a couple of refreshes for the day, but that's a really good start, because that's already halfway and kind of on pace right now. So we need about 15 per day, because we're assuming here that there's going to be 11 days for the event, and hopefully it's longer. If it's longer, it's going to definitely increase our chances significantly. But as you guys see here, yesterday I spent 300 power cores, which is about 2 times 50 and then 2 times 100, and hoping to do the same here today. Yesterday I was thinking about even using a 200 core refresh, but the thing is I already got over 10, and I felt like that was a pretty good start, so I held off on that. I think we're gonna be okay, because we do have those 2 times events as well here, and making sure when those 2 times events are live, making sure you guys are saving your energy before and obviously during the event, where you get double shards. And it's also important to keep your your free those free refills that you get from your daily objectives. That's going to help out, because it's going to help basically sustain your power cores. What's also important is in the calendar, we actually get 250 power cores at the end of June as well. So that's also going to help out. Basically nullifies one day for us, which is going to be really nice, because 250 cores plus your objectives plus other milestone stuff plus arena. That's gonna help give you guys probably an extra day or two, which is really good if you guys are under a power core crunch. I have about 4,000, so based on my projections, I should be okay here for using 300 pretty much for the entire duration of the event, or not the event, but for the duration of the time Adam Warlock's going to be here. So hopefully that gives us the edge that we need. So like I said already, today we've got 6 shards, and hopefully we can get above 10. If we don't get above 10, I might use a 200 refresh. We'll see what happens. And again, we're not spending energy on anyone else. We're only focusing the free energy we get, which is your 3 times 80 plus your 288 that you get. That comes every 5 minutes. That means we basically have 5 shots at at her node, and that means about 500 energy 5 times. You can use so you basically use 4 refreshes on her with the 2x50 and 2x100. So unfortunately, if you do a 200 refresh, it's gonna cost. Well, you're gonna need more energy, right? You're gonna probably need to use a one of those 50 core energy 120 energy refreshes because you're not gonna have energy to sustain that. But anyways, that's more of a last resort for me, and you want to save all those free refills as much as you can for the 2 times events, because that's probably going to be where they make the most impact when those ones go live. So hopefully we do okay. I'll give you guys probably a couple updates every day here to kind of just see how we're progressing. But based on what I've already seen from other friends of mine, seems like the drops are all over the place. I've got one friend that got 20 shards yesterday, and then another one that got under 10. So yeah, it's kind of all over the place. Seems like RNG is obviously RNG, but anyways, guys, hopefully you guys find this useful. I think the best way is obviously you got to just track it, figure out how many shards you need, divide that by 11, and then figure out how many you're getting every day and tracking it, because otherwise, yeah, that might dictate how much power cores you're going to be spending per day, that sort of thing. All right, guys, we will catch you in the next one.